Hello, and welcome back to another fun recap video of Animation Rundown. Today, we will recap the 6th episode of the DC series, My Adventures with Superman. Before you get into the ride, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now, let us dive in. In Lois' home, she's getting ready for a camping trip with Jimmy. She tries to call him but can't get through. As she's leaving, she bumps into Clark, who's worried about Jimmy's whereabouts. Even though he had checked the camping site from the sky, Jimmy was nowhere to be found. Lois, concerned for Jimmy, agrees to join Clark in the search. Venturing into the woods, the duo starts looking for clues. Lois shares that her dad taught her wilderness survival skills when she was younger. Their search leads them to a fenced-off area. Lois finds a way in through a broken part of the fence. Clark, puzzled about missing the fence earlier, feels weaker as he enters. He soon realizes that an energy field surrounds the area. Lois then shows Clark a video on Jimmy's phone, revealing a gorilla-like creature taking Jimmy away. Going further into this off-limits zone, they stumble upon some floating military gear. Lois spots the word cadmus and recalls hearing it before. She checks another of Jimmy's videos, which mentions cadmus and a mysterious Area 52. Jimmy's enthusiasm in the video makes both Lois and Clark regret not paying more attention to him. Lois questions Clark about whether he ever revealed his true identity to Jimmy. Clark denies it, expressing his fears about sharing his secret. Their conversation is cut short when they're ambushed by robots. Clark tries to fight, but his powers seem diminished. In their bid to escape, they accidentally trigger a laser fence that destroys the robot. However, another weapon nearly harms Lois, but Clark manages to destroy it, getting slightly hurt in the process. Elsewhere, Jimmy wakes up in a lab. He's confronted by two figures, the Brain and Monsieur Mala. The Brain suspects Jimmy of being a spy and wants to eliminate him. But Jimmy's excitement about his conspiracy theories being right intrigues Mala. Mala introduces Jimmy to Cadmus, their secret lab, much to the Brain's annoyance. As Jimmy marvels at the experiments, Mala shares their backstory. Mala and the Brain were once part of Cadmus, a covert government group researching alien tech. While the government wanted weapons, they aimed for beneficial technology. Mala, originally a regular gorilla, was transformed into a super-intelligent being by a scientist who later became the Brain. A government team, Task Force X, was sent to shut them down, leading to an explosion that cost the Brain his body. Mala managed to save the Brain by transferring his consciousness into a machine. Jimmy empathizes with their story, feeling similarly abandoned by his friends. Mala suggests that Jimmy should be more assertive with his friends. As they chat, Jimmy discovers a room housing a black hole, reminiscent of the one from Mala's story. Mala confesses that they had intentionally detonated the previous black hole to escape. They can try to perfect it into a portal to other dimensions, hoping to find a world where they're accepted. Eventually, Clark and Lois locate the Cadmus lab. However, they're confronted by the Brain and Mala. Jimmy intervenes, vouching for his friends. As they talk, Jimmy reveals he's known Clark's secret since their school days. This revelation surprises both Lois and Clark. Their reunion is interrupted by attacking robots, identified as a Max. As they fend off the robots, Clark confesses his fears about revealing his true identity. Lois and Jimmy reassure him that they value him for who he is, not his powers. In the midst of the battle, Mala uses the black hole to absorb the Omax. The black hole transforms into a portal to another dimension. The Brain deduces that Clark's presence activates the Cadmus technology, making him a target for Task Force X. He offers Clark a chance to escape to a safer dimension, but Clark chooses to stay and protect his loved ones. The Brain and Mala leave for their new world, while Clark, Lois, and Jimmy head home. Later, the ruins of Cadmus are visited by the General and Dr. Ivo, who's been altered by using a special suit. The General reveals that the Cadmus mission was his first major operation. He seeks Ivo's expertise to harness the remaining Cadmus tech to defeat Superman. Driven by vengeance, Ivo agrees. This brings us to the end of this episode. We will be back with a recap of next episode soon. Thanks for watching the video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel Animation Rundown. See you in our next video.